Hello, today I'm going to do a really short video on something that I discovered today that has been really helpful for giving more meaning to the context of what's going on when your users are clicking and cross-filtering and cross-highlighting things in the report. So what I discovered is there's a difference between ISFILTERED and selected value. Now, I've done a blog post before on selected value. It's quite a simple function. If there's a single value in that column, it'll provide an answer. Otherwise, it'll provide blank. Or we can put a message in here, more than one category. Right? So if I select a single category, my selected value tells me what category it's selected. And because I did that category as a slicer, that category is filtered. Now, that makes sense. What I'm going to do now is clear that slicer, and I'm going to filter on the item. So you can see here what my table looks like. If I filter for apple, I'm only going to have one value in the selected category. So my selected value for category is going to give me fruit. So why isn't category filtered? Well, DAX is very specific, and because I have asked for ISFILTERED items table category column, and I have filtered the items table item column, the category column's not filtered. It's cross-filtered, but it's not filtered. And so that is some really powerful information that we can use to create some dynamic titles. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a title, and I'm going to say, if ISFILTERED category, then give me value of that category. Otherwise, we're going to say all categories. All right, so we will put this here as our title. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get rid of my item slicer. I'm going to keep my category slicer, and I am going to enable my end users to select an item. And I'm going to change this visual here to get rid of the item and make it a bar chart. So now we can see there's some cross-highlighting going on when I select one of items in the list. So what I want to do now is edit my title fields, and so I want to have the user know what item they're looking at and compared to which category. So we'll use a variable, and so this is going to be the category. And then we'll create a variable for the item. And I'm going to use one of my favorite functions, concatenate x. And we are going to just get a list of the items in here, and we'll separate them with an and symbol. And then I am going to return a little formula. So I'm going to say if is filtered item, then return item compared to category. Otherwise, just tell me what the category is. So you can see here, because I've got apple selected, it's telling me apple compared to all categories, banana compared to all categories. If I deselect the item, it just tells me all categories. Now, if I select a category of fruit, I can see that it's apple compared to fruit, banana compared to fruit. This is really powerful because if I clear this filter on category, you'll see that this changes back to all categories, but this is going to stay as fruit. Right? And so I was struggling to tell my users that they were still comparing to all categories, right? Because this is still showing all the categories in this visual, especially if we get rid of category. All right, so that's showing the comparison of beef to all the categories, banana to all the categories. And all I could do was get it to say banana compared to fruit because I was using the selected value. And so my aha moment was the difference that you get from using that is filtered function. So there's my formula for you. You can expand on it, do a lot more with it, and get some really powerful, informative titles with not too much extra time once you learn the pattern.